So I wanted to talk about BookByAnyone, which is a really cool idea if you want to give a gift for somebody and you want to be funny with the gift. It's like a satirical book. It seems very comical in ways to me, so I had tried it out. I think I found it I was on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. Probably more than likely was Instagram, and I think I was scrolling through as I usually do from time to time, and I end up seeing an ad on BookByAnyone. And so I said, let me just try to make a book. Let me see what it looks like, what it'll come out to be or whatever. And I didn't really think it was going to be this experience, but it rendered my own book. As you can see, my face is on the cover right there, and that's the title. It's called Napkin Notes and the Wild Bartender, which is so funny. So and it says like at the top, sold over 5 million copies worldwide, #1 book of the year, bestseller, a must-have. So I think it's like really funny. And even on the back, you'll see like realistic stuff, as if like critics and stuff read the book and they put their own criticism out there. Like I'll read one. It says, Harmony Books Weekly, Napkin Notes and the Wild Bartender is a dazzling narrative that takes you on a wild ride through the mind of a lyrical virtuoso. Don Jaymor's enchanting storytelling captivates from the first sip to the last call. Now, I just think this is so funny because, you know, as with like coming up with fun, cool gifts to throw out there, sometimes you want something funny to make for a friend, a family member, a coworker, or, you know, or a loved one, whatever, whoever it is. And so with this one, when I saw it, I said, let me just try it out. And so it like asks you a bunch of questions. It's gonna ask you questions like, you know, what are your or the person's hobbies? Who are the people that the person knows? What is their interests? I think you can even, one section, I think I mentioned a story, because it asks you multiple questions, and I guess that's how it generates the whole story. But one of the questions, I think it asked about an interesting story about something or tips about something. And I had mentioned how from a time from when I used to bartend at Beacon Theater, Radio City Music Hall years ago, at like sometimes I'll be coming up with song ideas and I like have like the napkins there, and if I didn't have a piece of paper, I'd just write something on a napkin or whatever. And if I had an idea for lyrics or for melody, so I think I used that and put that in there, put a few names from some of my friends, from family, whatever, just threw that in there. And so it just created this 240-page book with multiple chapters. And the story, from what I've been reading, I read a few of it, I gotta read more of it. It seems like a very cohesive kind of story. It does seem like it ties well with each other. It was all in a matter of like 2 weeks or so. I spent the book I got was a hard copy. So I think you could get a paperback and you could get either that or you could get a hard copy. And so I got a hard copy, a hard cover. And so I paid about $56 total. I don't really remember shipping. I paid for shipping or not, but I'll put it in the comments if I remember. But I think it probably was together with the shipping. It came to about $55 or so. And like I said, it didn't take that long. When it showed up, I was just like really surprised that it looked this good and that the story, the chapters.
Please like this video if you enjoy this content and subscribe if you haven't already. Visit Don Jaymor's official YouTube channel to watch more of Don's new videos. Thanks for watching.